Welcome and bienvenue to Jennifer's Closet. This first edition, this first episode, if you will, is Real Talk, where we will sit and chat about real life. But first, a few ground rules. One is please be patient and be kind. I am new to this, and so I don't have a microphone at the moment, or do I have good lighting, or very good editing skills. So please be patient. Two is basically refrain from uncivilized topics of conversation. If you need to know what those are, you can Google Emily Post Etiquette and she'll give you direction there. Next one is if you don't have something nice to say, please don't say it at all. On this channel, I hope to be uplifting and encouraging and positive. We need more of that in this world. So be uplifting to others and have a good time. And lastly, let's have some fun. Let's have some honest chit chat. So I hope you will enjoy this episode of Real Talk. So, excuse me while I have a drink of my Arnie Palmer. Please feel free to drink too. So, hello, camera. Okay, let's talk about stepping outside of our comfort zone and our boundaries. This, for me, is stepping outside of my comfort zone and boundaries. This is not my normal thing. I'm not very social. I'm sociable, but this pushes my boundary because, one, I hate the sound of my voice, honestly, on tape, so listening to myself is just not pleasant. And two, it's just not something I'm accustomed to being this social with. So this is a little tricky for me. But I also know that doing this will give me personal growth. It'll give me confidence. It'll make me feel, it'll get me to a better place and make me a better version of myself, which I think is important for all of us, is to keep improving upon ourselves. Not that there's anything wrong with where we're at, but we should always strive to improve on ourselves, because that's part of the journey of being a human being, is to try to strive for the next best thing, keep pushing ourselves beyond being creative and keep evolving into better selves, if you will. So this is really outside my comfort zone. I am not overly comfortable about talking about things in general with total strangers, or, well, hopefully you won't be strangers for long. Hopefully you'll be salut mes amis and we'll have a good time together. Now, Real Talk will hopefully be ready to go for Mondays, and it may be very real. As in, it may be like no makeup Monday and just be very, very raw. But that's another thing that pushes us outside of our comfort zone, which is so important. And also, I think in general, so to speak, letting other people see who we really are outside what we present ourselves to be. Because so often in life we have this presentation of ourselves, but it's not necessarily how we really are in our own comfort zone. So that's another aspect of this Real Talk, is pushing that boundary to just be. No makeup, no nothing, just real talk, real everyday life issues, real struggles, real stuff. Because so often, as I said, we do tend to put forth an image, and that's not always the real case. And sometimes by expressing our difficulties and our own struggles, we also raise other people up and make them more encourage them and help them along too, as we help ourselves. So that's very, very important also. Other days, as we go down this real life, real talk journey, we'll share just everyday things. I have two beautiful dogs, one sleeping down here, which you cannot see, and the other one probably sleeping downstairs because it's a hot summer day here. And they may make appearances every now and then. So that's what Real Talk is. It's going to be real talk. It's going to be real world, no presentation. Presentation will stay for other days. Like on Wednesday when I do fashion finds and share my journey as a affiliate and brand ambassador, which is also a journey as I'm starting down that road. And then on Friday, we'll just cover favorite things. Favorite things will be my favorite things that I enjoy using and have found to be worthwhile and fun. So, if you feel like in the comments, letting me know what some things you have done or some things that would push you outside out of your boundary zones. This is one of them, being very public. Public speaking is another one of those things. Once again, I don't like the sound of my voice coming on playback. It's a big issue for me. I'm working to get over it, taking vocal stuff, talking here so I can hear myself playback, so I can get used to the sound of my own voice, because I've never ever really liked that. I'm sitting back too far. So that's another thing that pushes outside of my comfort zone. I don't also do well meeting large groups of people. I tend to get overwhelmed and become a wallflower, and I need to work on socializing at different places, like a dog park when we take our dogs to the park, or in groups of people, so that I don't shut myself off by accident and miss out on some really great people in the world. I mean, there's some also really not great people, but there's some really great people that you miss out if you just assume everybody's a certain way or you get nervous. And some of that, for me, I think this is another subject too that we can talk about later, is what life is like for someone who has ADD. I actually have ADHD. My 24-year-old has ADD. And some of the issues that I've had to struggle with and deal with, including how I perceive other people see me, which is part of the reason why I have a hard time in groups. And I've always had just a few close friends. I've never had a large circle of friends, but that's a subject for a different day. So I think I have exhausted myself on this subject of stretching outside and giving you my thoughts. I hope you will join me for the next episode, which will be fashion finds, and it'll be more dressy and a little bit more fun, and I'll share some finds with you. Until next time, sparkle and shine like the brilliant star you are. Be a blessing to someone else. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, ciao.